She is a comedy mainstay, and she's here in studio to talk about her first ever Netflix comedy special. And I just know you're going to bring out my Southern accent. I've already heard it. Please welcome Leanne Morgan. How are you?
I'm good, my darling. Thank y'all for having me.
See, I mean,
I love it.
Do you love her voice?
My darling.
My darling, I love it. All right, so before we chat about your special, you're affectionately referred to by your fans as the Mrs. Maisel of the Appalachia. Explain, what is that?
Okay, I married my husband and my children's daddy, and he moved me to Bean Station, Tennessee, in the foothills. Yes, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, and I started selling jewelry like women sell Mary Kay.
Okay.
And Tupperware in women's homes, and that's how I got started in stand-up comedy.
Really?
So I did that for 2 or 3 years so that I could have a little money on the side, a little side hustle, and stay home with my babies and nurse. And so, and I'd always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but I just didn't know how, and I just didn't know how to do it.
Right.
So, and how to go about it. And so I look back on it and I think, oh my gosh, I had my own little comedy club in those women's living rooms, and I would talk, I was supposed to be talking about jewelry, and instead I talked about breastfeeding and hemorrhoids and birthing.
You know.
And women thought I was funny and started booking me a year in advance.
No way.
And I got the company noticed, and I started speaking at their big things. And then I moved to San Antonio.
That's where I'm from, so that's what we were talking about. Okay.
And that was when I had a club for the first time.
Right.
And so then I got into, real stand-up comedy.
It is kind of Mrs. Maisel-ish.
Yes,
in a way.
right.
Yeah.
I know, because I'm a mama, and I had 3 little children.
Yes.
Well, I love that. And now you've landed your first ever Netflix special. You've been in the comedy game for 20 years. How was this? I mean, it feels like one of those overnight success things, but it's not, because you've been doing this for 20 plus years.
Right, my darling. I've been out there grinding, and there were low times and there were high times, but I just kept going.
Right.
And then here this happens to me at 57 years old, and I'm a grandmama. I got a grandbaby and another one on the way.
Wow.
And so now it is even more sweet and more special than anything I could have ever imagined. I mean, I thought when it was going to hit, I was going to be younger and thinner, but that's okay. Because now I've got these precious fans all over the United States.
Right.
I'm on my second 100-city tour called the
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that was the Big Panty Tour. We had a ball. Then I shot the Netflix special.
Right.
I cannot believe I've got a Netflix special.
Right.
That was a big dream of mine. I thought, they're not going to have an old middle-aged woman from Tennessee on Netflix. And they are.
And you know what? Speaking of that, let's go to a clip, because I actually really, really laughed at this. Take a look.
But my husband and I met, and I was so cute, and I was little. I had on little breeches, and my thyroid was functioning, and I felt good. And he was so enthralled with me and so in love with me and pursued me and bought me presents and vacuumed out my car and did all kinds of things for me. And we celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary this year. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And now I truly believe he would not pull me out of a burning vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that as well.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And I love britches, by the way. Britches is you just get a laugh every time you say britches.
And when my thyroid was working, it is the best. Well, we actually are already out of time, which I can't believe, but you guys have to check Leanne out, because you have a podcast about menopause, which I think is amazing, and you're writing a memoir. You've got so much going on.
Oh, you angel. Well, honey, y'all are beautiful people.
I love you.
Thank y'all thank you. You do. Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Okay, so if you guys want to check it out, so thank you again, Leanne, for joining us. Leanne's special, I'm Every Woman, premieres on Netflix April 11th, and for tickets to see Leanne on tour, just go to leannemorgan.com. She got 50 million views on her last one. Wow. We'll be right back.